Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here for Game 3 of the 2015 AL Division Series here at Minute Maid Park between our hometown Houston Astros and the visiting Detroit Tigers, as the series is all knotted up for one coming into this game. There you see Brad Ausmus, the skipper of the Detroit Tigers, who is actually a former Houston Astro catcher. And the lineup that he's put together, leading things off in center field, Austin Jackson. Batting second, playing short is Jose Iglesias. Batting third, playing first is Miguel Cabrera. And in cleaning things up will be Curtis Granderson, the Grandy man. On the mound for the Astros will be Mark Appel, who went 18-8 with a 3.51 ERA and 135 strikeouts in the regular season. A very, very productive season for the young right-hander. And coming to the plate now for the Tigers is the center fielder Austin Jackson, who is hitting 1 for 8 so far on the ALDS, but he did hit 241 with 17 homers and 60 RBIs during the regular season, so he is capable of providing some type of production at that leadoff spot, especially with 60 RBIs. So here's Mark Appel getting set to throw the first pitch of the ball game. Here's the kick. And the pitch, that's going to be ripped into deep left field. That one's going to get back to the wall, and it hits off the wall. Mike O'Neill's going to field that one. Austin Jackson's going to round. He's going to head to the third. He slides in, and he gets there as Jonathan VR wasn't able to get into third base in time. Looks like he didn't react quick enough. Now we've got an 0-1 count on Iglesias. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be lined to the left field line. Austin Jackson's going to come around to score. And Iglesias is going to run into second. That is a RBI double for the Detroit Tigers with Jose Iglesias' bat. And they are getting things started off very nicely in the top of the first. 0-1 count now, Miguel Cabrera. Here comes the pitch from Appel. That's going to be lined up the middle. Altuve makes a stop, fires the first. And now we've got one out. Runner on third for the Tigers as Mark Appel gets arguably the best hitter in the major leagues to ground out to Jose Altuve. Here comes the pitch from Appel now, and that's going to be ripped into left field. That's back to the track, and Mike O'Neill puts it away a step shy of the wall. But Jose Iglesias is going to tag up and score. And now we've got two outs and nobody on base for the Tigers. 1-2 count here on the catcher, Wilson Ramos. The kick and the pitch from Mark Appel is taken for an inside strike. 96-mile-per-hour fastball from Mark Appel rings up Wilson Ramos, but not before the Tigers strike for two and take a 2-0 lead. And we'll be right back here on Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. There you see manager Bo Porter of the Houston Astros and the lineup that he's put together. Leading things off in center field will be Rafael Ortega. Batting second, playing second is Jose Altuve. Batting third, playing first will be Kendrys Morales. And in the DH spot, in the cleanup spot, will be the big guy, Chris Carter. And opposing that lineup for Detroit will be the right-hander, Max Scherzer. 14-11 on the season with a 2.97 ERA and 200 strikeouts. Very solid ERA and strikeout numbers, but the wins and losses could have been a bit better. And making his way to the plate now for the Astros will be Jose Altuve, who so far in the ALDS is batting 3 for 8 with 1 RBI. So 1-1 count on him. Here comes the pitch from Scherzer, and that's going to be given a ride into deep left field. That's back, and it lands in the left field seats. That's out of here. That's a solo shot. All 5'5" of Jose Altuve got hold of that one. And now the Astros have got some life in them. It is now a 2-1 ball game, thanks to the bat of Jose Altuve. 0-1 count now on Kendrys Morales. 1 out in the inning. Here comes the pitch, and Morales rips this one down the right field line. That one's going to get it against the wall. Morales rounds first, heads for second. He's going to hustle into second, and he slides in safely. Kendrys Morales gets himself a 1-out double, and the Astros have got themselves looking real nice in the bottom of the first after the Tigers had an explosive top of the first. George Springer at the plate now with 2 outs, 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be ripped into deep center field. Could that go? No, it doesn't. It lands right on the hill in deep center, but it does bounce out of here for a ground rule double, and the Astros tie that one up. Now at the plate will be Todd Frazier. Here comes the kick and the pitch from Scherzer, and that's going to be given a rod into deep right field. That's going to carry out of here. Todd Frazier, the Todd father, 2-run shot, gives the Astros a 4-2 lead, as they do not like to be down 2-0 after a very disappointing top of the first from Appel. Runners on first and second now for Jonathan Villar. Scherzer getting set, the kick and the pitch, and that's going to be ripped into center field. It's going to land it for a base hit. One run's going to come around to score. One runner is going to head into third, and we've got 2 outs, second and third now for the Astros. 5-2 ball game. And Rafael Ortega steps into the batter's box for Houston now. Scherzer getting set. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be ripped into the right center gap. That one's going to get back, and it lands at the warning track. 2 runners come around to score. Rafael Ortega is going to head into third. He's going to slide in, but he gets thrown out at third. That's going to be the last out of the inning, but not before 2 runners come around to make it a 7-2 Astros lead. 2 very explosive first things, and we'll be right back here at Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 count on Max Scherzer. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be given a ride into deep left field. And that's out of here. Left field seats once again for Jose El Gigante Altuve, as all 5'5" of them got a hold of it once again. And the little train that could is really showing that he can, as gives the Astros an 8-2 lead now, as Rick Porcello, the New Jersey native, is going to come out of the bullpen for the Tigers. 6'5" right-hander, the 26-year-old. He had a very solid regular season, as he had the least losses out of all starting pitchers. 1-2 count, 2 outs now on George Springer. Here comes the pitch from Porcello, and that's going to be taken for a strike, up and in. And George Springer goes down looking, not before the Astros strike for 1 to expand their lead to 8-2 here at the end of the second. We'll be right back here at Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the third. Mark Appel with the work in the 3-2 count with runners on first and second. The pitch is going to be given a ride into deep left field. That's going to get back, and that's also in the left field seats. That's the main destination for home runners, hitters in this one, as that's already our 3rd home run in those seats over there, as Mark Appel gives up a 3-run shot, and the Tigers are slowly digging their way back in this one. It is now 8-5 Astros. Runners on first and second with 2 outs now. The 2-2 pitch from Appel is going to be grounded to Villar at short. He's going to fire to first, and he gets the runner out. And the Astros get at that one, but not before Mark Appel gives up a 3-run shot to Jose Iglesias, making this an 8-5 Astros lead now. We'll be right back here on Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 count on Curtis Granderson with the 2 outs. The pitch from Appel is going to be lined in the left center gap. That one's going to head up against the wall. Ortega is going to field that one at the warning track. But Curtis Granderson, the Grandy man, has himself a stand-up 2 RBI double here in the top of the 5th, keeping things alive. And coming in the bullpen now for the Astros will be the right-hander Eddie Butler, who's appeared in 1 game and has faced 1 batter so far in the playoffs. Working with a 1-2 count here on Wilson Ramos. The pitch from Butler is going to be up and in, but it's absolutely jacked into those left field seats. Not even going to make a try on that one, as Wilson Ramos hits it once again in left field seats. And he gives the Astros only an 8-7 lead, as the Tigers are chipping away at that 8-2 lead that they had at one point. As Wilson Ramos rounds the bases, and Eddie Butler knows that he came in a tough situation with runner on second, but he did just give up a home run. That was not due to someone in scorpion. That was due to poor pitching. Now we've got an 0-1 count on Nelson Cruz. The kick and the pitch from Butler is going to be swung on, and that's belted into deep center field. Can Ortega get to it? No, he can't. That one's going to head up against the hill in deep center field as Nelson Cruz heads into third. And Nelson Cruz, of all people, has himself a triple. Now we've got a 1-0 count. The pitch from Butler is going to be driven into the left center gap. Mike O'Neill ranging back to the track, and he puts that one away. A step into the warning track. But not before the Tigers strike for 2 and make it an 8-7 Astros lead. We'll be right back here on Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Mike O'Neill leads things off for the Astros. The pitch from Porcello is going to be taken into the right center gap. But Austin Jackson is able to use his closing speed, and he's going to keep that one only a single for the speedy Mike O'Neill. The man acquired in the Dexter Fowler trade deadline deal gets on base to lead things off. Mike Zunino digs in for the Astros now. Porcello getting set, and Mike O'Neill takes off for second. He slides in safely. Mike O'Neill's got himself a stolen base. We've all of a sudden got a runner on second with no outs. 2-2 count now on Mike Zunino. The pitch from Porcello was taken into the right center gap. That one's going to head up against the wall, and Mike O'Neill is going to round third, head home. And Mike Zunino has himself a no-out RBI double, expanding this Houston lead to 9-7, an absolute slugfest. 0-1 count now on Jonathan Villar, still no outs in the inning. The pitch from Porcello is going to be bunted down the third baseline, and Mike O'Neill did not go right away, and he was thrown out at third. And now we've got 2 outs with a runner on third for Jose Altuve. Here's the kick and the pitch from Porcello. That's going to be lined into right center off the glove of Ian Kinsler. And Altuve is going to be able to get to first. And another run comes across for the Astros. 10-7 Astros lead now. Altuve now on second. Kendrys Morales at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be lofted into left field, but is only a shallow pop fly. As the Tigers put that one away for the final out of the inning. But not before the Astros expand their lead. 10-7 now. At the end of the 6th, we'll be right back here at Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the 7th. Todd Frazier to play with a runner on second. The pitch is going to be lined down the left field line. And George Springer's going to round third, head home. Todd Frazier's going to head into second. He's going to slide in just barely safe. And Todd Frazier has himself an RBI double, making this an 11-7 Astros lead now. Mike Zunino steps into the plate, and that's going to be taken for a strike on the outside half. And Joel Hanrahan strikes out Mike Zunino to end the 7th inning. Not before the Astros take an 11-7 lead. We'll be right back here on Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to the Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the 9th. Runner on second, 2 outs, and that's Gratitude Altuve. Easy play, fires the first, and the Astros come away with the win as they now take a 2-1 lead in the series after this 11-7 slugfest win over Detroit here in Minute Maid Park. Down to the field now for our tops player of the game in the second baseman, Jose Gigante Altuve. 5 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs in the day for the 5'5" little man. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here at this ball game at Minute Maid Park. Don't forget to take a look at the box score on your way out, and also don't forget to tune in next time here for Game 4 of the AL Division Series.